Greetings and welcome to Sanctuary. Today we'll be talking about the Paragon system in Diablo 4. The point of the video is not to dive deep into potential builds and routes within the Paragon system. This I will do after the launch of the game. For now, I will simply try to give you the basic information required so that you can understand what are the main concepts, goals and challenges within Diablo 4 Paragon system. And before we start, a quick note. My channel has been growing a lot lately and I'm extremely grateful for the support I get from you guys. However, as of today, only 7% of the people watching are also subscribed. So, if you have been following the channel for some time or if you find this video useful in particular, I will greatly appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. This will help me a lot. Now, let's proceed with the main topic of the video, the Paragon system in Diablo 4. First thing first, the Paragon system unlocks at level 50. At this time, you'll stop getting 1 skill point per level. Instead, you'll be getting 4 Paragon points per level. As of now, I'm not certain if you get them immediately after you level up or whether you'll get 1 Paragon point per quarter of level. However, I guess we'll all find out when the game launches. Also, keep in mind that you can get additional Paragon points from Renown bonuses. If you don't know what Renown is, you can access its screen by going to the map and then pressing W. The important thing is that once the Paragon points are obtained, you can spend them in something like a secondary build, if you assume that the primary build of yours is where you allocate your skill points. Of course, the end goal is to make sure that both your builds complete each other. It is important to remember that the Paragon system is based on Paragon boards. All classes have unique Paragon boards with exception for the starter Paragon board. Usually there your goal is to get to the gate node, which unlocks further boards that have specific powerful legendary nodes. In fact, we can do it right now in this simulator so that you can see how this actually works. Along the way you can see that I unlock common nodes, they just give flat bonuses to your stats. And in our case, we are going to appreciate some willpower, which is the main stat of the druid. Also, we can unlock magic nodes, which give better bonuses, and rare nodes that are even better than the magic ones. For the rare nodes, there is a small catch. In order to unlock some of the boosts it provides, you must meet certain criteria, like for example, to have specific amount of willpower. Keep in mind that the requirements don't stay in the same range, but increase the further you progress in the system. And there we go, we reached the glyph socket. This is, together with the legendary node, the most important thing of any Paragon board. You can farm glyphs from nightmare dungeons and place them into the glyph socket. As you can see, there are different glyphs and all of them have bonuses and additional bonuses. You can unlock those by meeting the requirement, which is usually to get the minimum amount of willpower, dexterity or intelligence from nodes around the glyph. However, in certain situations, in the current board, it will be almost impossible to socket a specific glyph because you might not have enough stats to unlock around it. You are currently seeing a radius of 4, but some glyphs have a radius of 3 and even a radius of 2. It is perfectly possible, for example, to be in a situation where you need 25 dexterity to unlock the glyph power, but you can get only 15 from the nodes around. Thus, it is paramount to check the glyph requirement and to scan the glyph socket surroundings before you make your choice whether to place the glyph at this spot or not. However, it is also important to know that glyphs can be upgraded and this not only affect the bonus stats they get, but also their radius. So you can increase their radius from 2 to 3, from 3 to 4, and so on. As of today, based on what leaked information we got, the maximum radius is 4. Alright, so the moment comes, we need to make a decision. You're currently looking at the Ancestral Guidance Paragon board of the Druid. Here I have allocated points for the rare glyph, and I have allocated points for the legendary node, which is called Ancestral Guidance. What is the problem here and why do we need to make choice? It is simple, we don't have a limited number of points, right? It seems to me that the glyph is actually the real deal in the end game of Diablo 4, so it basically means that you need to run nightmare dungeons in order to get better glyphs, upgrade them in the process. So it might be the case that the legendary node is not as good as the rare glyph, because once again you can upgrade this and I'm not quite sure whether you can upgrade this. And the biggest problem comes when they are not really close to each other, because in the current case the glyph is here, so I want to get there as soon as possible. But if I want to activate the node, the legendary one, I need to allocate 14 points in the opposite direction only for that. And what if I don't want to do that? What if the glyph is better? So this means that I have to choose. I have to choose the glyph over the legendary node. Or there might be a case where the legendary node is super powerful and the glyph sucks, so it's going to be better to go to the legendary node and ignore the glyph. Anyways, in this particular case, I have decided to exit this board to the left, and then I can start another board. However, I have decided to unlock the legendary node, despite the fact that it goes the opposite direction, and this will cost me the price of 14 Paragon points, only to get to this node. If the node was there, probably it will cost me 18, it was here 24, 22, you name it. So the thing is, another thing you need to consider is that you can get to this requirement, in my case 25 dexterity, in multiple ways, and some of the ways might be pretty bad, some of the ways might be much better. What I mean by that is, currently, do I have 25 dexterity points, bonuses, which is a requirement? I do. I have 5 here, I have 5 here, I have 5 here, I have 5 here, and I have 5 here. That's 5 times 5 equals 25. How can I improve that? Look at this. There is 7 here, so if I remove those two, I save 1 point, and I'm still within the requirement. And I have another 7 right there. So the thing is, I can just remove 4 of those, and I get 7. Because the reason why I had those 3 in the first place was to get to this 5. And now I have 7 plus 7, that's 14, that's 24, and that's even more than 25, it adds up to 29. So I'm within the requirement, and I saved like 5 points, I believe. Yeah, 5 or 3 points, something like this. But at the end of the day, you must scan the surroundings of the glyph so that you can make sure that you choose the best option so that you can fill the requirement. And another thing, looking at this, is there other possible way to increase the bonuses that you get and to decrease the amount of points that you allocated? There is. Look at this. I can remove 3 commons, actually 4 commons, and I can get to the legendary node by cutting 1 point and getting better, at least on paper, better bonuses, because I'm getting 2 magic nodes and 1 normal, and here I just had 4 normals. So I saved 1 point, and I presumably got better buffs. Alright guys, this is going to be all from me for today. As usual, if you find this video useful, feel free to give me a like and subscribe to the channel. A lot of videos will follow. See you in Sanctuary.